Just coming into the Atlanta News First newsroom, where we are learning from a law enforcement official that says Rob Reiner's son has been taken into custody after the deaths of the director and writer and his wife, Michele. The official confirmed 32-year-old Nick Reiner was in police custody Monday. The official could not publicly discuss the details of this investigation just yet, but Reiner and his wife were both found dead in their home on Sunday. Reiner, the son of a comedy giant who became one himself as one of the preeminent filmmakers of his generation, was 78 years old.